Game 1 National League Championship Series. It's the Dodgers against the New York Mets.
This big city collision, big-time stars on both sides, ready to go head-to-head with a trip to the World Series up for grabs.
And an emergency in the first inning for the Mets. Senga got soft contact to get Ohtani to ground out, but now he's walked 3 in a row.
It'll be up to Max Muncy. Bases loaded, 2 out, no score.
Into center field, and the Dodgers cash in. Betts in to score. Freeman lumbering home. He'll score as well. 2-0 LA. And Freddie Freeman out of gas. That ankle throbbing, able to touch home and set this place off.
4th walk of the game already for Senga. 8 batters in. Leadoff batter on, nobody out.
Edman pushes a bunt beautifully to third. He moves a man into scoring position and gets Ohtani to the plate. He's got a man on here. He's been way better with men on base. First one from Senga is grounded right side and through. Ohtani delivers again with a man aboard. Lux is in to score 3-0. While Ohtani's 0 for 15 with the bases emptied, he's now 5 out of 7 with men on base. Already a pitching change for the Mets. Just 10 hitters for Senga. Already 3 on the board for LA. Reed Garrett comes in. This is the first chance Ohtani's had to steal a base. Ohtani runs. Throw from Alvarez. In time.
That's the first time since July 22nd that Ohtani has been caught stealing. Jack Flaherty 9 up, 9 down against Samo. Could not ask for a better start for the hometown. Top of the order here in the 4th.
On 4 pitches, Lindor, a leadoff walk.
Jack Flaherty has allowed his first base runner.
Alonso draws the 2-out walk, and the Mets have the tying run coming up, even though they don't have a hit in this game.
Chance to get the Mets on the board here.
Big spot for Jack Flaherty. First stressful inning he's had tonight. Go 1 pitch. Marte swings and sends one in the air right field. Mookie Betts back in front of the warning track. He is there to make the catch. The 2 walks stranded by Jack.
And this is the second sacrifice for the Dodgers. These big-time bats playing a little small ball here. Edman did it in the 2nd. Lux does it in the 4th. Speaking of Edman, he's coming up. Edman cracks a base hit the other way. Bottom of the Dodger order gets it done. Edman drives in Hernandez, and it's 4-0.
So now Edman on the bases. Ohtani at the plate.
Ripped right center field, carrying well off the wall. Edman hits third and comes home. And what a start for LA.
Ohtani in scoring position. 5-0 Dodgers. 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, and they ain't done. Freddie Freeman will have a chance.
Freeman's reached both times in this one. He's going to reach again with an opposite field base hit. Here comes Ohtani. Here comes the throw from Nimmo. Not in time. 6-0 Dodgers.
A commanding lead here in Game 1 for LA.
Jesse Winker leads off. Here's the 0-2 on the way, and that's lined to right field. A base hit by Winker. Now the Mets have their first hit of the game. Now Winker at first leading off, and here's Iglesias.
Iglesias gets his bat on it. That's what he does right there with 2 strikes, a chip shot into the gap. Winker is caught here. Throw from Lux to third, and he's out. In a 6-run game, Winker with a no-no on the bases. Line drive, center field. Kike Hernandez flags it down.
So things change quickly, and the momentum stays with Dodger Blue. Jack Flaherty, who wears number 0, going to try and put up another one. 5 so far. Gets him to chase a fastball upstairs. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Jack Flaherty.
Fly ball left field. Tasker Hernandez. Does he have room? He does!
A 1-2-3 frame for Jack Flaherty that featured his 6th strikeout in 6 shutout innings now in Game 1.
This is relatively new territory for the Dodgers. Jack Flaherty, the first starting pitcher to go this deep into the game in 20 postseason games.
Marte gives it a ride right center field. Kiermaier on the run. He jumps as he crashes into the wall, and he makes the catch. Spectacular play in right center field. 2 away. And that's the final out of the 7th inning. 7 shutout innings for the hometown kid, Jack Flaherty. Daniel Hudson will come into the bullpen. 2 on,
2 away for Vientos. Got a chase, got another 0.
Daniel Hudson puts 2 on, but none of them come home. 8 zeros for the Dodgers staff.
So Kike Hernandez at second, Kiermaier at first, 1 away, and here comes Shohei Ohtani.
4-pitch walk to load the bases, and Ohtani's on for the 3rd time today.
The base is loaded now for Mookie Betts.
Pulls one by third and down the line. Floodgates opening. Betts has unloaded the bases, and a Game 1 party in LA.
9-0 2-0 Dodgers. Welcome to the postseason, kid. Ben Kasparius to the mound.
32 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings.
Starling Marte will be the batter.
And this one, game one-sided, 9-0. The Dodgers over the Mets. They've tied the Major League record, 33 consecutive scoreless innings in the postseason. Having last allowed a run on Tuesday night, they've responded with an historic stretch, outscoring their opponents 23-0. The pitching historically good.
Welcome to the 2024 National League Championship Series, and we're all set for Game 2, the Dodgers and the Mets.
Yeah, the Dodgers pitching has been absolutely fabulous. They have gone 33 consecutive scoreless innings, dating back to Game 3 of the National League Division Series against the San Diego Padres, and that ties the longest scoreless streak in a single postseason since the 1966 Baltimore Orioles.
Shutout streak for the Dodgers began with a bullpen game in San Diego, and that pen game, John, began with 4 up and 4 down from the veteran Ryan Brazier.
But if you're the Mets, you've got to interrupt the plan of what Dave Roberts is hoping to do, and that is you've got to create chaos.
And Lindor's been the man the Mets have counted on all along, and it seems like every time they've needed a big hit, every time they've needed a spark, he's provided it.
Swinging a high fly ball, well hit to right. Betts going back. This might go, and it is gone. A home run. Francisco Lindor just pulled a Lenny Dykstra as he leads off a game in the postseason with a home run, and the Mets take an instant 1-0 lead.
Well, the Mets need somebody to do something. It's Francisco Lindor, a leadoff home run.
Now the Dodgers shutout streak is done. 1-0 Mets. What an at-bat by Lindor.
Starling Marte wastes no time, greets Knack with a hard hit base hit to left field on the very first pitch that he throws. So the leadoff batter for New York in both innings, banging the baseball. Lindor went into the bullpen in right field. Marte with a base hit to left. Ball 4. Winker tosses the bat. The first 2 have reached for the Mets in the second.
And there's one away. Number 8 hitter, also a guy who's been struggling lately. Tyrone Taylor will be next. He lines one to left field, hooking, fair ball, base hit, going into the corner. Marte scores, pulling into second, and standing with a double is Tyrone Taylor, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead.
The Mets have gotten to both relievers that they've seen to start this game.
2 on, 2 out in the top of the second inning, and now the lineup will turn over. You got trouble, Francisco Lindor.
Dave Roberts points down there to first. They're going to put Lindor on and put Vientos at the plate.
So Mark Vientos, we told you he has struck out a lot, but he also has been one of the breakout stars of this postseason, never mind just for the Mets. Swinging a drive in the air, pretty well hit right center. Pages back at the track near the wall. It is gone! A grand slam for Mark Vientos on a 3-2 pitch. He clears the bases with the Mets' second grand slam of the postseason. His third postseason home run has given the Mets a 6-0 lead.
A disastrous start for the Dodgers in Game 2.
Between innings, Burt Honeywell's coming off a right good inning. My God, there's a snake!
It's a real one, too, not a prank.
We've had snakes on a plane, snakes on a train, and the latest Hollywood hit, snake in the dugout.
Well, the Dodgers, they look like they've really been confused in their bats against Manaea.
That ball's driven to deep right field, and Max Muncy puts the Dodgers on the board.
Max Power! Halfway up the pavilion, a solo home run, and finally the Dodgers break through.
On a 2-2 from Manaea. Pages is down on strikes for the second time. And up comes Ohtani.
And he pops it up, just flails at a sweeper, pokes it to first. Just inside the line is Alonso, and Shohei falls to 0 for 3. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. And that'll inspire Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach, to come out. They talk to Sean Manaea 1, and 2, give Maton more time to warm up. But it's first and second. Nobody out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, picked on a short hop, then bobbled by Iglesias, rolls into short center, scrambles back to pick it up, and the bases are loaded.
And that had double play written on it, a high bouncer, and to the shortstop backhand side, Iglesias could not field it cleanly.
Instead of getting at least one, he got none. The bases are loaded, nobody out. Carlos Mendoza is on his way to the mound, and he will go to the bullpen.
Tommy Edman not nearly as good from this side of the plate. Switch hitter flips around. With Manaea out of the game, and he's in an 0-2 hole. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. Under Alonso! The Mets gloves letting them down. 2-run score.
Tommy Edman comes through. It's now 6-3.
Breaking ball way outside, ball 4, the bases are loaded. And walks, which have hurt this team all year, are threatening to be their undoing here in the 6th inning.
On the 1-2 pitch, Hernandez grounds one to third. Vientos juggles, trucks it to second, one, over to first, in time and a double play.
But it's ultimately a 5-4-3 double play. We will see if the Dodgers will challenge, and they will challenge.
After review, the call at second is confirmed. The runner is out. The play at first base is also confirmed. The runner is out. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
Get the double play to end the 6th inning, and the Dodgers settle for 2 runs.
Tying run to the plate, Kike Hernandez is going to face Edwin Diaz. Carlos Mendoza, he's going to call on his closer to get the last 4 outs of Game 2. Hold on to your butts, folks. 2 on, 2 out, bottom 8. The Dodgers down 6-3.
Marte coming on. He says that he's got it, and he does.
Diaz gets the last out of the 8th. No runs, a hit. No errors, 2 left. Low ball 4. Alonso draws the walk. So the Mets will get Marte to the plate.
You allow Alonso to steal, you're just not paying attention.
It cannot happen. No, you got insurance in scoring position.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, base hit going into center field. Alonso rounds third. He's coming home. Throw to the plate by Pages. Head first slide. He's safe. Single and a run batted in. The Mets have a 7-3 lead. What a big stolen base that turned out to be by Alonso. And another clutch hit from Starling Marte. 7-3 New York here in the top of the 9th.
First 2 on for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 9th.
8 walks allowed by Mets pitching, and now here come the Dodgers again.
Without the run in the 9th inning, Mets would represent the potential tying run.
Got him with a fastball for the first out of the 9th.
Oscar Hernandez is 0 for 1, a strikeout against Diaz.
Back-to-back Ks for Diaz of Betts and Hernandez, and the Dodgers are down to their last out. And a bounce-back win for the Mets in Game 2. After they're flattened 9-0 in Game 1, they explode out of the gates in Game 2 and hang on 7-3 to send this series back to Citi Field tied up. From Los Angeles to New York, Game 3 of the championship series, 3 in a row coming here from Flushing. This best of 7 tied at a game apiece. Across baseball, there's not been much of a home field advantage this postseason. Home teams win about 50% of the time. Don't tell that to these New York Mets, who have won 14 of their last 16 here at Citi Field.
Muncy takes outside, ball 4, tosses the bat and heads down to first. The Dodgers' first base runner here in Game 3. Out to Oscar Hernandez, 1 on, nobody out, scoreless game. And now a 2-2 pitch. Hernandez swings and chops it right in front of the plate. They're going to go for second to try and get Muncy. The ball skips off the glove of Iglesias, and everybody's safe.
Well, it's a big break for the Dodgers, and really an ill-advised throw, even though that ball just out in front of home plate.
2 on, nobody out. Here's Gavin Lux. Dodgers trying to punch first in Game 3.
Swinging a grounder back to the mound, bobbled by Severino, picks it up, throws to first in time, and the runners move up. Well, the bobble cost him any chance he might have had at a double play.
So it ends up being a productive out for Lux. Now second and third for Will Smith. You ready for the payoff pitch? Pounds the ball off of Severino's glove. Here comes Muncy. Everybody's safe as it dribbles towards short, but with Lindor back, no play. Will Smith with a hard hit ground ball right off the glove of the pitcher Severino, and it's 1-0 Dodgers here in Game 3.
It's 3 plays you could qualify as defensive mistakes in this inning. And now it's 1-0 Dodgers. Runners at the corners, 1 out for Tommy Edman.
Swings away here, hits a high fly ball to right center field. Marte on the track, sliding catch by Taylor. He came out of the middle and nowhere to catch that. It's a sacrifice fly, and it's 2-0 LA. But Tyrone Taylor with an incredible play on the track.
A walk, an infield hit, another walk, and well, there's another walk. This one being displayed by Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, who's strolling to the mound, and Francisco Alvarez will be the batter, and he has been awfully frisky lately. even more aggressive than usual at the plate.
That's in there, called strike 3. Painted a fastball on the outside corner at 94. That's out number 2 for Walker Buehler, but he's not out of the woods yet. Here's Francisco Lindor. Tying runs in scoring position. Go-ahead run on first for New York. 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Buehler. Got him swinging! Walker Buehler buckles down and goes to the knuckle curve and is now cursing and shouting off the mound toward the Dodger dugout. He leaves them loaded in the second and keeps the Dodgers in front 2-0.
Buehler trying to get through 4. This is going to be his last hitter. Francisco Alvarez.
Got him. Absolutely froze him with a fastball on the outside corner at 93. Make it 6 punch-outs for Walker Buehler in 4 scoreless innings here in Game 3.
Both starters have thrown a lot of pitches through 4 innings. Walker Buehler is done with 4 scoreless. Severino is also labors. He's back out, though, for the 5th, which is a little bit of a decision for Carlos Mendoza.
Here's Mookie Betts, right-hand batter, winging a liner toward short. Backhanded by Lindor, down to a knee. Throws to first, he got him. What a gorgeous play by Francisco Lindor on a smash of a one-hopper by Mookie Betts. Lindor going to his right, again scrambling down to a knee in one motion, backhanding, and then the quickness to get up and get into throwing position and throw out Mookie Betts makes for a spectacular play by Lindor. 2 away.
Freeman's 0 for 2. 2 outs, no runners on here in the 5th. Freddie cracks it up the middle. There's a base hit. Well struck by Freeman into straightaway center field. A 2-out knock for Freddie, who stays warm here in the postseason. Max Muncy to the plate.
The payoff pitch. In tight, ball 4. And that may well be it. Yep, here comes Mets manager Carlos Mendoza. That will be it for Severino. Dodgers leading 2-0. Runners at first and second. 2 out in the 5th. Teoscar Hernandez coming up. Reed Garrett coming in. Garrett sets. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at the split. Strike 3, side retired. Good job by Garrett. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Middle of the 5th inning.
Bases cleared, 2 gone in the 6th. Here's Tommy Edman. 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly that made it 2-0 Dodgers. Edman hits one hard to right field, and that'll drop down. Marte over to cut it off. Tommy thinks about 2, and will now head back to first. So that's the second hard hit baseball for Tommy Edman, Mo. And now the second straight game where Edman has gotten involved offensively. 2 straight multi-hit efforts. 2-out base runner in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers up 2-0. Kike Hernandez, who had a couple of chances in Game 2 to produce some runs, and the Dodgers comeback bid, has a chance to extend their lead in Game 3. Hernandez hits it in the air, left field. Nimmo back on the warning track. He's at the wall. This ball is gone! Kike Hernandez owns October. A 2-run blast, and the Dodgers double their lead. It's now 4-0 in the 6th. Kike Hernandez with his 15th career postseason home run.
And all of a sudden, this place got stone quiet.
Another walk for the Dodgers. This one to Smith leading off the 8th inning. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Kike Hernandez. First time up since his 2-run blast off Reed Garrett in the 6th inning. Kike swings and takes it to right center field. A base hit for Kike Hernandez. First and second for Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers efforting insurance. They lead 4-0 here in Game 3. Shohei 16 for his last 19 with runners in scoring position. That's where Smith is on second. The pitch is hit high in the air, right field, hooking toward the pole, and this ball is fair and gone. Shohei Ohtani unloads a 3-run home run here in the top of the 8th inning. His second of the postseason makes it 7-0 LA. That went 410 feet into the second deck. Fair of the foul pole at Citi Field, and even more hitting the aisles to head the streets. Still Tyler McGill is going to have to finish this for the Mets.
Max Muncy's reached all 4 times in this game. Leads off the 9th. Dodgers lead 7-0, 3 outs away from taking a 2-1 lead in this series.
Muncy gets into a ball high in the air, right field. He drops the bat. Max Muncy, max power into the second deck. There was no doubt off the bat that Max Muncy was leaving the yard. His 3rd home run of the postseason, his 2nd in as many games, make it 8-0 Dodgers.
Now there are 2 out, nobody on. Harrison Bader will bat with the Mets down to their last out.
Harrison Bader swings at the first pitch, hits it high in the air, shallow left field. Teoscar Hernandez hustling in. He's underneath it, and he squeezes out number 3. That is a Game 3 win for LA. The Dodgers shut out the Mets 8-0 and take a 2-1 series lead in this best-of-7 NLCS.
No starting pitcher in baseball throws more pitches outside the strike zone than Quintana, but he's a master at making them look like strikes. In the postseason, he has thrown 47 changeups, 43 of them outside of the zone. Now tonight, he faces a team that chases the least in the league. The Dodgers have drawn 22 walks in this series and hit .323 when they're ahead of the count. The game tonight will be decided on the margins.
Ohtani climbs in, fresh off his monster home run late yesterday. There's a shot, right center field, and Ohtani lights the fire. A leadoff home run. Dodgers 1, Mets nothing in Game 4.
Well, you know, with this Dodger lineup, and Quintana knows it, you can't nibble, you can't get a chase, so you have to go right at him. And when you go right at Shohei Ohtani with a 91-mile-an-hour sinker, you hope and pray it's not right down the middle. Well, this one was right down the middle.
Yeah, the first home run allowed by Jose Quintana since August 20th.
Both the Mets and Yankees wanted Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but the pitcher grew up a Dodgers fan, and he spent part of last offseason training in idyllic conditions at UCLA. Yankees GM Brian Cashman thought, we can't compete with this weather. The Mets' David Stern said Yamamoto was in LA at the exact right time. It was a bit of a home field advantage. Well, tonight it's the Mets who have the home field advantage, but they'll have their hands full against the pitcher who spurned them when the Dodgers matched their $325 million offer.
Grounded past Yamamoto. Won't be an easy play for Tommy Edman, who makes it.
So you got more of a swing and miss pitcher on Yamamoto, and I would think that the controlled aggression by the Mets lineup, meaning don't be passive, try to get a fastball you can hit. I anticipate more of that tonight out of the Mets offense.
And a fastball turned around, right center field, tie game.
Pumping his fist between first and second is Mark Vientos. He gets the Ohtani home run right back. 2 batters into the bottom of the first inning. It's Ohtani 1, Vientos 1.
Wind is blowing out. They're picking out fastballs early to swing at, and they're going to be aggressive, in my mind, to be successful. A bomb to right center, similar to the home run he hit in LA.
I mean, that's like left-handed pull hitter power.
Go back to April when the Mets took 2 out of 3 from LA. There were times they would just simply work around Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman and force the other part of the lineup to beat them, and it worked out for a little while, but it can only do that for so much. So a second walk for Quintana, and here's Mookie Betts in a tie game.
Sharp ground ball, base hit, Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers have him at first and second. So now, John, it's Teoscar Hernandez, who is the Dodgers' best hitter in the division series, but is 0 for 12 in this championship series. And Dave Roberts thought that last night's at-bats, some of his worst that he's seen all year. Got him swinging. It was the change, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that was the best changeup he's thrown all night. That had great depth to it, and it was in the strike zone but faded out.
A credit to the Met pitcher. He got the out he needed. So 2 on, 2 out. It'll be up to Tommy Edman.
Curve lofted to left center field. It is down, and Tommy Edman comes through again. A go-ahead double. Dodgers take the lead 2-1. And one of the unsung heroes strikes again.
A 2-out hit. And those are backbreakers in the postseason. Just finds the middle of the 2 outfielders.
Tommy Edman now 6 hits in this series to lead the club. Second and third, 2 away. Kike Hernandez. Curve grounded left side, and Kike Hernandez has delivered for the Dodgers once again. It's an RBI single to make it 3-1. And it's those guys, Edman and Hernandez, knocking in 2 here in the third.
So here are the Mets doing what they've done all postseason, losing the lead. Dodgers are up 3-1. The bases are loaded for Brandon Nimmo.
It is the splitter, grounded to second. There's one over first, a double play. They get the ground ball from the hobbled Nimmo.
Yamamoto gets the double play ball, 4-6-3. but Carlos Mendoza has put his hands to his ears. The Mets want to challenge this. Now, if Nimmo is safe, the runner from third, Alvarez, would score. The Mets would make it 3-2. If not, the inning is over and it's 3-1.
After review on the call at second is confirmed the runner is out. The runner at first is overturned to safe. You all can retain your challenge.
Everybody says no, and then yes, and it's 3-2.
So Yamamoto has to reset for Starling Marte. Yamamoto will have to try and wiggle out of it.
That's hit sharply to short. Edman across his body to second to keep the lead.
Oh boy, it's 3-2 LA. Game 4 going to the 4th inning.
And the Mets bullpen goes to work early as Jose Butto checks in.
Got some tough cookies he's going to have to get out, but they're right-handed, so.
First one that he faces, Mookie Betts. Pitch. Betts with a bullet down the left field line. That's going to scoot by Nimmo. Taylor's in to score. Ohtani's headed for home. Lindor won't even try a throw. 2-run double, Mookie Betts. Magic loves it. Dodgers have taken a 5-2 lead.
Nimmo doing his best to try to cut this ball off, but you just know he just can't. And once it gets by him, that's the speed. It's like a thoroughbred running when Ohtani's just kind of, it looks like he's going in slow motion, but he is flying.
Mookie Betts, his second hit of the ball game, doubling his total for this series. He's got his third walk of the ball game, and a perfect day going for Ohtani. The home run and now 3 free passes. Maton's on for Mookie Betts. Knocked in a pair with a double his last time. Mookie Betts sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Nimmo's going back at the wall. It's gone. Mookie Betts goes deep. The Dodgers have broken it open. And a day after the unsung heroes chip in, it's the superstars at the top of the order. Ohtani and Betts both going deep, reaching in 7 of their 8 times up.
So here is the Mets' invitation to get right back into this thing. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jose Iglesias due up for the Mets.
1-2. He got him with a fastball. They've announced Jeff McNeil as the pinch hitter. Crowd saw him walking up there, started to get excited. Flies it to right center field. Betts comes on along with Pages. Pages makes the grab. Nimmo holds. The throw to the plate is a good one. Well, with Nimmo's lack of speed right now with a foot and with Pages' arm, nobody comes across there. 2 gone in the 6th. Winker pulls one in the air to right field. Betts is going back. He's got room.
Blake Treinen comes on with the bases loaded and 2 out. The Mets with the bases loaded, no outs. They get no runs.
The Mets did absolutely nothing with Flaherty in game 1 of the series. Swinging a liner to right, that's a base hit. So he got a slider on 2-1, rips it on 1 hop to Mookie Betts, and the Mets have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Now Flaherty deals 3-1 and is way outside, ball 4. So now it's the Mets who are open for business here in the 1st inning.
So one of the big questions looming over this game, John, is Pete Alonso. Is this the final time he suits up in a Mets uniform at Citi Field? With his contract coming to an end this year, who knows what the next weeks and months are going to bring between him and the Mets, but he knows that he's got today, and man, oh man, could they use a big hit from him.
2-1, lifted in the air to right center field and deep. Pages back, still going, it's going to go! Home run! Pete Alonso, a 3-run homer right in front of the 7-line Army to the right of the 408 mark. Alonso with his 4th postseason home run, and the Mets are leading by a score of 3-0. And whereas over the first couple of games here at Citi Field in this series, the ball did not carry very well, that one did.
Pete Alonso again reads the room and gives the Mets what they need. 3-0 in the 1st inning of this do-or-die game for the Mets.
And so as much as the Mets have walked the Dodgers all series, the Mets have now walked 4 times against Flaherty, including back-to-back walks to open up the bottom of the 3rd. 2 on, nobody out for Marte.
Not a lot of swing and miss. One of the best bat-to-ball guys in the National League.
Marte rips it down the left field line. That is a base hit going to the corner. Alonso rounds 3rd. He will score. Winker chugging. He's heading around 3rd. He's coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. 2-run double, Starling Marte. 5-1, Mets in the 3rd. They are not done yet. They've added on against Jack Flaherty. Two doubles today for Starling Marte. And Marte gets the third. This brings up Francisco Alvarez, who last time up shot a double right over Betts' head in right field.
There's a base hit to left field for Alvarez, who has found it here the last couple nights. Marte in to score, and it's 6-1 New York.
Two banged balls today by Alvarez. This one brings in a run, and the 22-year-old is 2 for 2 here today against Flaherty. Backs fully against the wall. They have punched back and have a 6-1 lead, and here's Lindor with a runner on and 2 outs.
Down the line, and a fair ball for Lindor that makes it all the way to the corner. The catcher running, going to try and test him. Here he comes. He's going to score. It's a triple for Lindor, and an explosion for the Mets with their season on the knife's edge.
It is 7-1 New York Mets in the bottom of the third inning. Lindor's second hit. He's at third. This place is on its feet here at Citi Field. And here's Nimmo with 2 outs. Rip to the right side. Base hit. Here comes another run. Lindor trots home. It's 8-1 Mets. Nimmo with a banging line drive over Kike Hernandez. A single to right. What an inning for the Mets. They've scored 5 times against Jack Flaherty.
9 runs over the first 4 games of this championship series. They've got 8 of them in 3 innings tonight.
It is 8-2 Mets, but Flaherty is out of the game, and here is Brent Honeywell. You'll see Alonso, Winker, and Marte. 0-1. Hit him. Up and in, got him on the arm. Alonso wore that on the left arm. The Mets have had a base runner on in every inning, and here's Jesse Winker. Rip to the right side, base hit past Freddie Freeman and heading to the corner. Alonso hits second, motoring for third. Betts digs the ball out, fires in. They're going to send Alonso home. The throw from Hernandez, not in time. Alonso scores standing up. Winker's at third. The Mets add on another. They just will not stop tonight with their backs against the wall. It is 9-2 Mets in the fourth. But now for the Mets, first and third, 1 out for lefty McNeil. McNeil drives the ball deep right field. Pages and Betts going back. Pages to the wall, makes the catch on the run right in front of the bullpen, but it's deep enough to score Winker, who sprints home from third. He scores standing up. Sac fly for McNeil to deep right center, and it is a 10 spot for the Mets. They have a 10-2 lead in the bottom of the fourth.
So another walk drawn by the Dodgers. That's one thing that they've produced consistently in this series.
Pages launched a home run his last time up, 2 for 2 against Peterson.
Pages swings, hits a high fly ball left field and deep. Pages tosses the bat again. It's at the wall and it's gone. His second home run here in Game 5.
The rookie with a 2 home run game in the championship series, and it's a 10-5 score. We talk about the superstars delivering for the Dodgers, but it's really been both ends of the rosters, the stars and the role players. Still a long ways to go in this game against an offense that is hard to keep down.
Mookie 1 for 2, a double and a walk. Starting the 6th, trying to chip further away at this big New York lead.
Mookie Betts turns on this ball, sends it to deep left field, and it's a leadoff shot. Mookie Betts brings the Dodgers closer. A solo home run makes it 10-6.
I know it's late in the year, but the ball's jumping. It's jumping in this ballpark.
3 home runs for the Dodgers the last 3 innings, and it is 10-6. In a game that was 10-2, you could see his emotions rounding the bases, that pump of the fist as if to say, we ain't finished.
The Mets leading the Dodgers 11-6, and Alonso, who hit a 3-run homer in the first inning to burst the Mets in front, has started the 8th inning with a bloop single.
Jesse Winker has been on 3 times today, scored 3 runs of his own. Winker crushes a line drive, deep right field, off the wall. It dents the wall. Jesse Winker, who did not play the last 2 days, has been on 4 times in Game 5.
And the Mets have runners at the corners, nobody out. And how about Marte today? 3 doubles, including a 2-run, 2-base hit in the 3rd inning.
There goes Acuna on another base hit for Marte. Mets have a dozen. Marte's got a 4-hit game.
An RBI single is Starling Marte. It is a Marte parte here at Citi Field, and the fans are the ones who are enjoying the festivities. It is 12-6 New York.
Edwin Diaz is going to stay in a 6-run game.
1 out away from another trip west. Runner goes. The pitch to Kike Hernandez, popped in the air to right field, not deep. In comes Marte. He makes the catch, put it in the books. The Mets are California bound again, where they'll hope to bring back a pennant as they stay in the National League Championship Series, cutting the Dodgers' advantage to 3-2. And if they can get back here to Citi Field, it'll be for the World Series. But there's a lot of work to do before that.
The plot for this Game 6, a fascinating one. You've got Sean Manaea for the Mets trying to beat this star-studded Dodger lineup for the second time in this series. And the Dodgers, one win from the World Series, go with the stress of a bullpen game.
Michael Kopech will open another bullpen game. It's his first ever start in the postseason.
And so it's up to Pete Alonso in this first inning. Runner at third, 2 away. It's another fastball and a jam shot up the middle. Won't be an easy play. Taylor barehand throws wide. Ricochets into foul ground, and the Mets have the first run. One of the greatest home run hitters of this generation with a little teardrop behind the mound and an infield hit to get the game's first run.
Great opportunity for the Dodgers to tie this game. At the corners, 1 down, and Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman goes out and gets it and yanks it into the left field corner. What a piece of 2-strike hitting from Tommy Edman.
A huge knock for Tommy Edman and the Dodgers, who now lead 2-1.
2 on and 2 out now for Tyrone Taylor.
It hits him with a 2-2 pitch, and the bases are loaded for New York.
So here's Jeff McNeil.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 swinging, and Banda screams as he walks off the mound, stranding the bases loaded in the third. A leadoff single for Teoscar Hernandez. 1 on, nobody out. The man who has the Dodgers ahead, Tommy Edman.
Edman drives this ball deep left center field. Back goes Nimmo. Clean up Tommy Edman. A 2-run blast.
Tommy Edman sends Dodger Stadium into a frenzy.
Little man with a big impact in his first October in LA.
And people were questioning a couple of games ago. Tommy Edman, the number 4 hitter in your lineup? Well, that's where he is again tonight.
He's knocked in all 4 for the Dodgers, who lead Game 6 4-1. Once he takes the walk, shows off that patience.
And this is a nightmare for the Mets. Sean Manaea last 2 innings plus hands the ball to Carlos Mendoza in what may be Sean Manaea's last start as a New York Met. Phil Maton comes on. Here's Will Smith, runner at second, 2 outs. Maton trying to put the fire out here in the bottom of the third.
Smith flips a high drive to center field. Taylor back. It is gone. Will Smith searching, and here in Game 6, finding a 2-run home run.
When he's connecting the ball, he can hit it long ways.
You saw the emotion pour out of Smith, rounding the bases, double clutching his fist, yelling at his dugout, "Let's go!"
The Dodgers have scored 4 runs in this third inning on a pair of 2-run shots, and they've got a 6-1 lead.
2 out in inning number 4, and that's going to be it for Anthony Banda. Dave Roberts comes out of the dugout, and it'll be Ryan Brazier coming in to face Mark Vientos.
The 1-0, Vientos cracks the ball in the air to center, sending Pages back to the track. He's reaching for the wall. He jumps. It's gone. That's exactly what the Mets needed. And Mark Vientos once again provides it. A 2-run home run. The Mets are back within 3. It is 6-3 Dodgers in the top of the 4th.
Vientos with his 5th home run of the postseason and extends his postseason lead in runs batted in, now 14 for the 24-year-old breakout star.
The next contestant out of the Dodgers bullpen will be the veteran right-hander Evan Phillips. 2 out, now 2 on, and Pete Alonso will come to the plate representing the potential tying run. Now the pitch. He takes it. It's inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Tying run aboard. Jesse Winker coming up.
He's been the right man. He's got thunder in that bat. You know what he's thinking. He's trying to get a breaking ball in the middle of the zone to lift.
Winker sends it in the air, left field. Hernandez hustling in, and he makes the catch. And the Dodgers, for a second time in this game, strand the bases loaded for New York.
Now the Mets are going to ask Stanek for at least 3 outs here.
And now there's trouble brewing for the Mets. 2 on, nobody out. No Ohtani coming up.
Shohei swings, sends one to center field. Here comes Taylor, and he dives, can't get it, gets underneath his glove. Shohei Ohtani with an RBI, base hit, makes it 7-3 Dodgers.
And that's going to be it for Stanek. Reed Garrett replaces Ryan Stanek on the mound.
Betts pulls one with a diving stop at third. Vientos finds it and throws to second. Vientos able to recover to get Ohtani. 1 out.
Here's Hernandez. Garrett deals. Swinging a liner toward short. Caught by a diving Lindor. 2 men away. Lindor just saved a run. Full extension, diving to his left at the edge of the outfield grass. Terrific play by Francisco Lindor.
And it'll be Daniel Hudson here for the 7th.
Back-to-back base hits against Daniel Hudson.
And the Mets keep that line moving. They have first and third, one out for the very hot Francisco Alvarez. Pitch to Alvarez, clocked in the sky to right, makes the catch. Taylor scores. It's a sac fly for Alvarez. So the Mets are now down 7-4.
The Dodgers are going to ask Blake Trinan to go 2 full innings for the first time in 3 years.
Brandon Nimmo leads off.
1-2 pitch, check swing. He went around again. A strikeout for Trinan. 1 gone in the 8th.
Mark Vientos will be the batter.
Back-to-back K's to open the 8th.
2 out, nobody on. It is fair to contemplate whether this might be Pete Alonso's last plate appearance as a New York Met.
Got him swinging. Blake Trinan strikes out the side in the 8th.
Kodai Senga stays on the mound to work the bottom of the 8th for the Mets.
First and second, nobody out for Mookie Betts.
Betts rips the ball deep left field towards the corner. Nimmo on the run, won't get there. It's off the wall. Here comes Chris Taylor. A double from Betts. Insurance for the Dodgers. 8-4. 9th hit of the series, 9th run batted in. Teoscar Hernandez swats one to right field. Marte's there. Here comes Ohtani. Betts heads for third. They're both safe. And it's 9-4.
Dodgers now with runners at first and second, and Enrique Hernandez will be the batter.
Kike takes it the other way into right field. Edman scores. Double digits for the Dodgers. Kike Hernandez, an opposite field single with 2 outs in the 8th inning.
Dodgers have piled it on and gotten very thoughtful at bats this entire game.
The Dodger lead is now 6 in Game 6.
An offensive blitz from the Dodgers yet again. 10 runs on 11 hits has set the stage for what they hope is a clinch right here. Blake Trinan got 3 outs in the 8th inning and a 6-run lead to the 9th.
And the Dodgers are 1 out from the National League pennant. Trinan's retired all 5. Tyrone Taylor settles into the batter's box. Shallow center might fall, and it does, a base hit. Tyrone Taylor refusing to make the last out, and Jeff McNeil will be the batter.
To second and off of Taylor's glove. Taylor's in to score on a base hit from Jeff McNeil, and it's 10-5.
Here's Alvarez.
This crowd, though, ready to explode, on the verge of making it all happen. There's a bouncing ball to second. Taylor's got it. Los Angeles is alive, and they're headed to the World Series.
It's over! It's over! The Dodgers win the pennant! The Dodgers beat the Mets 10-5 in Game 6. It'll be New York and LA in the World Series.